Good morning, guys. Stag Man here. As last week when we made the stove out of the fire extinguisher, I said to you that maybe this weekend I'd cook me breakfast on it. Well, not going to happen. Lovely day out there. Wife got up this morning, put the washing on, and we got a line full of washing. So, be more than my life is worth to start burning wood. So, yes, I am gonna cook it on a stove with a pan. My bacon brunch MRE. These are by a well-known supermarket, about £1.20. You basically cook it in a frying pan. Well, I've done it this way many a year. Bring up to the boil, put it in, let it boil. And what we'll do, we'll give that about 10 minutes. You'll see the wrapping start to swell as the air heats up in there. Generally when that starts doing that, I throw a couple of eggs in the water and have boiled eggs as well. So I'm just trying to get some more water boiled in the kettle. I didn't realise I didn't have enough in there. So back in a second. Right guys, as you can see, topped it up with a bit more wet water out of the kettle, so the kettle's not making a load of noise now. Don't know if you can see that or not. I haven't got my glasses on to see the screen. But the tinfoil wrapping has started to swell. So generally give it about 3 minutes from now. But what I'm going to do is, as I want egg with it as well, I'll stick a couple of eggs in. In fact, I'll just move them so they're immersed down the edges. It's a quick and easy way to cook a breakfast. I generally got my Swedish or Austrian Trangier. I can never remember what one it is. And because it's oval, the MRE, what I class as an MRE, stands upright a lot easier. But in this dish it can lay down. What I tend to do is I tend to pad it down, stand it in there, boil it and drop the eggs in each side. You know, I do like fried eggs like everybody else. I do like the English cooked breakfast like everybody else. But just for quickness, we got people coming round this afternoon for a barbie, which I found out about an hour ago when my wife told me. So yeah, so it's like, well, if they're coming round this afternoon, I better have something light, so I class this as light. Otherwise I'd have definitely had a good fry up this morning. But as I say, I would have done it outside with the stove, but with a line full of washing and the wife just trying to get everything done before people come round, it's easier just to knock it up like this. But what I might do is try and get out tomorrow if it's a nice day tomorrow. I was going to be out in the canoe today. I was going to take the stove that I'd made, but I checked the river this morning when we went shopping and it's still flowing quite quickly. It's still quite high. As you know, the the floods that we've had here in the UK, it ain't worth taking a chance. And as I've got to paddle upstream, which is what I was going to do, and checking the river out and noticing that my canoe license has run out, and if I get stopped, it's a fine. And I know that, you know, you can take a chance and what have you, but with other sports that I do, I don't want to get any problems, and we'll go into them at a later date when I do strip down and cleanings. But as you can see, it's cooking away quite nicely. I'll just let that go for another couple of minutes. It's not gonna hurt. I want the eggs hard boiled. I can never get them just at that point where they're just nice. They're either too loose and snotty, or they're hard boiled. So now I just go for hard boiled, easier. Open the door and let the steam out. Get me bowl ready. Oh yeah. Cooking on gas. It's about 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes it's had boiling. Yeah, they're a great little breakfast. You know, you just throw the bag into the fire and cook it that way, but you tend to find the potato sticks to the tin foil, where this way you get all the goodness, or you get all the meal. Nothing worse than fighting with the tin foil to get your breakfast off. Move you around. Right, okay. Oh yeah. That's better. I would say that's ready. So if you can see that, guys. That is steaming. And empty. Ooh, I don't know what that go to waste. Not stuck to it. Nice and easy. Okay, it's not crispy, but at the end of the day, you're out in the field, it's a hot meal. And anything hot is handy. Yeah. Definitely steaming. Right, guys, crack these eggs out now. Old handy tongs. Another egg. Pass the water to my assistant. Thank you. Assistant, as you can see, doing the work. Bloody hell, we need asbestos hands for this. Do you know what? I think I'm going to leave them. I'll eat my main breakfast to start with. Well, guys, cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Well, there we go, guys. Just an update on the. I know I said cheers in the last one, but there they are, all peeled, ready to go. Just one other thing. When I've been out in the bush, or out in the woods on overnighters and such likes, sometimes I just use my old gas stove, which is one of the old Halfords cheapy ones, which I used to take with me. I had it a few years. If I ever boiled up all my gear like this, I used to, you know, occasionally I did the eggs first, but before you take the shell off, if you put them in your shoes or your boots, just, you know, because as you know, eggs just hold their heat for what seems like forever. So I boiled the eggs up, I'd stick one in one boot, one in another boot, and then cook the rest of my meal. And then when I'm ready to de-shell these, take them out the shells. By this time they've cooled down slightly, but my boots are nice and warm. I've even done this last thing at night, and I've basically done all 6 eggs. Stuck them in a couple of old pairs of socks and put them in my sleeping bag just to try and get the chill off. It's the old adage again, something that does 2 things. That's food, so straight away you've got your food, but also it'll warm your bed, it'll warm your sleeping bag, your boots first thing in the morning, because I tell you what, nothing demoralising than putting on cold boots. I won't sleep in my boots. I won't put my, I won't sleep in a sleeping bag with my boots on. I had to do it when I was in the army. Just don't like it. Don't like the restriction. So putting them eggs, a couple of eggs in your boots, just to while they're radiating their heat out, does really work. It does warm the boot up quite nicely without damaging the boot, without sticking it near a fire or trying to warm them up. It's just a knack, just something that I picked up off my granddad, to be fair. So there you go, guys. Well, anyway, I will now salt these and eat them. In actual fact, that's what I'll do right now. Salt these and eat them. And that's the end of my cooked breakfast. Thanks for joining me, guys. Take care.